I just tell my story. You know, I write the things that only I can say. Nobody else can tell the stories that I tell because they true to me. They true to where I come from and the people I grew up around. So it's only a story that can be written by Joseph.
Yeah, let's get to it. I say a prayer and I get to it. If it's a problem, we get to it. Never know how we get to it. I took an L, had to get to it. I overcame what I've been through. If it's a problem, we get to it. Never know how we get to it. Let's get to it.
What's going on, loved ones? Welcome back to Joseph Live, where the story is the name. This is a special episode. I'm here with no guest, but our executive producer, my guy, Cousin G, is here with me today. You know what I'm saying? He waved at the camera. Hi, guys. We go.
That's why I can't even get into it, man.
No, we good. We good. We rolling, man.
Okay.
But we just ever so often we always want to just bring it back to the basics of just me and bro having a conversation about just different things. And so you're gonna get some episodes with me and G just sitting here chopping it up. And today we're gonna chop it up about my self-titled album, Joseph.
Come on.
Yeah. You know, it's been out for about a month now. Literally, what's today, the 16th?
I think
A month today.
Today's a month?
1 month today.
Man, that's crazy.
Joseph LP has been out for 1 month, man. So we're gonna chop it up.
Yeah.
That's crazy. A month already, bro. A month already. I'm proud, man. I'm proud that we were able to get it out.
Oh man.
Cause like I said, I wanted this year to be a year of release, and so we started the year off with that, executing on that as well with the pod. So it's a blessing, bro. It's a blessing, man. I'm excited. I'm excited.
Dude, so how you feel? And you said you talking about your excitement, a month from today, bro.
Yeah, honestly it's great because at this, you know, where we at now as an independent, you know, people discover the album in their own time. It's, you know, it's our job to do the work, to create the content, to, you know what I'm saying, send the messages, send the text messages, the DMs to people to check out the music, to leave no stone unturned. And so every day, new people are discovering the music and they're really connecting to it because it's, you know, it's real life. It's a lot of real life in that music, you know, like we talked about. So,
what's your favorite story on the album?
My favorite story that I told on the album?
Yeah, your favorite story that you told on the album. Your personal favorite. My
favorite story that I told on the album probably has to be Treasures. The second verse. It's 4 a.m. I'm up, my mind turning, I'm chasing. Like, I really woke up at 4 a.m. Had a real stressful and anxious time, and I was literally pacing back and forth in the living room. And my wife came in there and was checking on me because I was just at a really low, bro. Like, after experiencing, and we already getting deep, pause. But, you know what I'm saying? But it was a really low time. Like, coming off of the heels of everything we did in the first 6 months last year, you know, my little old heart was not prepared for, you know, the downward part of the roller coaster ride. And so it really hit me hard. It hurt me. And my family was taking a hit. And so that verse was really like therapy. Being able to sit down, my wife prayed for me, and you know, to be able to write that verse and get those feelings out. So that's a real verse that really happened, and those are real thoughts. And you know, I recorded that verse at like 6 a.m. in the morning because I was up at 4 a.m. You know, and that's probably like, you know, but also Smile Again too. Which funny enough, Smile Again has become people's favorite, which is really, really weird.
Bro, I love it, man.
It's weird because that's like, so when I talk about how this album took me 5 years to put out, that is the oldest song. That song is, you know, I made that song in 2018.
Wow.
Like, 2018, bro. And I just been sitting on it, but as I was putting together this version of the Joseph album, it all just kind of went together. those emotions felt real to this moment as well. And I felt like a lot of people feel like, dang, I just want to smile again.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
And so those are real, man. Like at that time, my wife and I weren't together and feeling like staring in the mirror, damn, I hate you. Like I can't even buy my son shoes because I was like, you know what I'm saying? Like it was a really tough time, bro. And it really felt like I just want to smile again. And so for that to be like the second most streamed song,
that's what I'm saying too.
It's crazy.
It's crazy. So on the list right now, okay, I'm gonna run through the track list. We have "Who Am I," featuring Harrison.
Yeah.
We have "Richest Man in Babylon," of course. Let me know, correct me if there's any features or collabs in there.
I got you. Zay Johnny wrote it in. He sings the hook, but
yeah. We got, of course, "Feed the Babies," track number 3. Yep. Joseph, Oso, James, and Big what?
2-3, Big
2. Yeah, Big 2-3. We got "Treasures" going in number 4. We got Joseph with Megatron. Okay. Then we have number 5, "It Is Well." Man, that's one of my favorites. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, man. That's one of my favorites.
It's a rapidy rap song right there, bro.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites.
That's like a really, really rapidy rap song,
bro.
But I love it. What I love is my favorite thing about the song is the piece that I used in the middle of the verses.
Yeah.
Reverend X. Have you ever seen that dude, Reverend X?
Yeah, no, I've seen it.
You know what I'm talking about? Dude, he be cussing and stuff.
That's what I'm saying.
But he be like holding the Bible. He is so funny, bro. And he was like, he was talking to this lady who was like, you feel like you a Christian and you be talking like this? And he was like cussing this lady out.
The cussing Christian?
Yeah, bro. And he got the Tupac playing in the background. He like, bro, he crazy. I wonder where bruh at, like right now. Shout out to Reverend X, bro. He crazy. But that little clip, I felt like that energy is really what I be on. Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I come in the name of the, you know what I'm saying? In the name of Jesus, by the power of the Holy Spirit. Don't, like, I don't play with you, so don't call up and play with me. I really felt him on that. Like, I did, bro. Like, don't play with me because I'm like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna get through this episode with you, dog.
Huh?
That's hilarious. No, it's actually cool that you actually pulled it up because I was like, that's a key point that I don't think that's like actual information.
Nah, people don't know where that came from. It's just like, oh, okay, cool. But it's just, I love Reverend X. I think he's hilarious, bro. Like, I'm just wondering who gave him a show. That you gotta think that was on TV.
I know
in the '90s, bro. Who gave this Negro a show, dog?
I think I gotta go. It was a whole setup too.
Like I'm talking about, he had a studio set up. Who gave him a show? But he had the show for a long time because there's video of him with long hair.
Long hair, yeah.
And then there's some with short hair. I'm like, bro, who gave this? He got callers calling in. Like, bro, that joke is wild. I love that show so much, bro.
Man,
I love that show.
Then we got track number 6, "Staying Alive." "Smile Again," of course, with Tony T.
Yep, shout out to Tony T.
Man.
She cold, man. Me and her came, me, Tony, and Harrison or CJ, who is, my engineer, my longtime engineer, we all started music together. I actually, we had like a collective called the Soul Society, where we were trying to be like the Soul Aquarians, which was like D'Angelo and Badu and Common, when they had a group like that, they were Talib Kweli.
Yeah.
All of them were like a collective. So I was like, man, I want to create something like that when we was in Missouri. And so we all formed like a collective, bro. And it was us and a bunch of other phenomenal musicians. And so like we literally started out together. Like, Tony is like, we've been working together since 2013. You know what I'm saying? So that's 12 years, bro, of like, just connecting and working together. And she's super, super talented. She's up in, I think, New York City, if I'm not mistaken. She go back and forth from New York, but she out of New York now, and she just did a great concert with Sofa Sounds, and I think she did the Tiny Desk thing as well, and she just cold, man. Special voice, special songwriter, So
did you guys actually record that? How was that working on that album or that song?
Smile Again?
Yeah.
Okay.
How was that flow?
Great question, bro. So Smile Again, I made the beat, right? I did the drums, then I found the sample, the piano sample, And I just had it playing. And I wrote the hook, and I remember CJ comes in the room, because at the time, he was living in the house with me. This is 2018, like I said. And he come in, he about to leave, and he like, bro, what is this? And I'm like, yeah, I don't know, I'm just, working through it. Like, tell me what you think. And I played the hook for him, like the scratch hook of me singing that part. And he was like, man, that's cold. And he turned on like the synth bass. He was like, man, I gotta go. He was like, man, hold on. And that's when he played out the bass line. Doom, doom,
Oh, yeah.
doom, doom, doom. He did that in one take. He did it in one take and then left. And I finished it, and I wrote the first verse. And my boy Stan, who, he a coach up in Missouri, but he's a huge music head. He kind of A&R'd, a lot of the music I was doing at that time, where he would just come in there and like challenge my thinking, or, hey, you should do this or try this. And for the second verse, I played it for him, and he was like, what you thinking for the second verse? I was like, man, but I don't know, man. I don't know where to go from here. He was like, what if you rap about all the blessings that you have? Like, yeah, like you going through, and it was so crazy, bro, because we were all simultaneously going through like really hard times. Like, I was separated from my wife, my son at the time. My boy Stan was separated from his wife and his kids at the time. Like, and he got back with his wife as well. They got remarried. Like, so both of us got that same similar type of story. And then CJ was going through it in his own right with some things. And so we were all just in this house going through it together, making music. And you can hear, it's not just my pain and my passion in the song, it's theirs as well. That's why I say his music match my poetry, makes something you could feel. Promise Pops from the jump, I'm gonna always keep it real. Yeah. Like, because this is stuff we were going through together. And he just like, he challenged me to, write a verse about the blessings in the midst of the storm. And so that's why I said, look around at all these blessings I had. Just did a show packed with people. I remember it was just me, Marks, and my ego. Ain't nobody believed, but now I'm live on TV. Literally, we had just did like 2 TV segments. Like, we did a show on the news, and then they had this big thing in Missouri called the Mystery Hour, where it's like a David Letterman type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jimmy Kimmel Live, we had just did one of those where it's like 1,500 people in the thing. Like, and we got to perform live on TV. So he was like, hey, bro, you're like, yeah, you're going through all this pain, but like, God is still blessing you in the midst of it. Like, don't lose sight of that as well, So yeah, bro, it's dope. I love that song.
Man, that's amazing, man. So we coming through with the last 3. We got Slow Grind, which is featuring Oso. Then we got, of course, Joseph's Prayer. Yep. And then, of course, we finish it with the Home Run Joseph.
Yeah.
That's a A. When I go through the album, honestly, okay, my favorite track on the whole album, Slow Grind, bro.
Yeah.
You and Oso go crazy, bro. I told you this.
Yeah.
Bro, with the camera. Let me put bro, the real Shaq and Kobe. No, hands down, the real Shaq and Kobe. There's no, like, when I see y'all two on the track and I hear y'all on the track, bro, I get in a whole different zone, bro. I have so many different levels of, you guys give so much in that track. You give the hype, you give the analytics, you give the grit of it all, you know what I'm saying? And you get the anthems.
We're 2 totally different type of like artists. Man. Right? He got the more, contemporary, with the auto-tune and the melodies, the way he does his stuff. And then, me more in the classic, like, lyricism, MC type of vein. But we both do it in unique ways. And so when we put it together, like, it's about, and what helps is that's really like one of my best friends.
Yeah, nah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, we can push and challenge each other.
Yeah,
like,
and I have. Y'all, I've seen it, man.
Yeah.
How y'all challenge, that's what I'm talking about, how y'all challenge, how y'all sharpen each other. Yeah. It's like, it's none other, bro, on some real, like, it's inspirational. Yeah. And then to see how the livelihood of just like how y'all are, just as far as boys and everything, as brothers, but how it comes through to the art form and like the music, like coming out there, like challenging each other, and then also come and you throw it up the live and
Yeah,
Y'all
because
don't
he cold,
miss.
bro. Like,
Y'all don't miss.
Oso is so cold. He like, man, bro. When I tell you he's so cold, man, he's special, bro. Like,
Special, bro.
He is a special talent, bro.
Special.
It's not many who can do what he does,
Yeah,
especially for him to get on the song and rap the way he rap.
Yeah.
Right. Everybody who hears him and knows him know him for like the hook he did on Feed the Babies for stuff like that.
Yeah.
But not knowing he can really he can rap like.
Yeah.
And so it was dope that he got to display that on this song. So
That's amazing.
Slow Grind is dope. That's another, fan favorite that you wouldn't expect, but everybody can relate to that. That slow grind, everybody's not gonna get it overnight.
Yeah.
It's just not reality. Most people it's a slow walk down. It's a slow grind, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a slow walk down. And so that's what that song is about. And it was inspired by Isaiah Thomas, little Isaiah Thomas.
Okay.
Okay. It was after he came back from injury and he scored 81 points.
I see that.
In a summer league game, and he originally on the song I had a clip of him at the end of it where he was crying. He was like, "They gave up on me. These niggas gave up on me." And I just resonated with that so much because his movement is called slow grind. And I just always resonated with like little guards and the underdog because that's what I am. I was always that. I was never the guy who had hella talent. I was never that. I was the guy who had just enough talent that if he busted his ass, he has a shot at being special.
Yeah.
But if he don't show up every day and don't do the work, like if he doesn't show up every day and he does not do the work, he'll be average. And I just never wanted to be average, bro. I just never wanted to be average. And so I just resonated with that. And that's what that song is about. Like, standing in your position on where you want to be and where you want to go, It's a great song, bro.
That's a deep, bro.
Yeah, I love that record, man.
Dang, bro. So you released it a month from today. How you feeling about the reception of it? Other than people's favorites.
Yeah, I think it's good. Retro in the Crate account just did a review of it and how in depth they got. With we didn't have a conversation about the music. He just took the music and like lived with it.
Yeah. And
broke it down from there, and I was like, wow. To me, that's what I've always wanted. I wanted people to listen because I'm not the guy you're gonna listen to this song and you're gonna get it on the first listen. That's not me.
Not at all.
Now there are people, there's you know what I'm saying? There's space for those people, but I'm just not that guy. I have a story to tell, bro. Like, and I'm not just telling my story. I'm telling the people's story I grew up around. I'm telling the story of my people, of what I see. I'm telling the people my story of my ancestors. Like, so it's like there's depth to the story, and that's not something you're just gonna get off first listen. I'm not that guy. You know what I'm saying? And please don't approach my music like that. Like, that's just not it, bro. Like, I'm writing, these are stories, and you don't just start in the middle of a chapter and then be like, oh, I get the story. I got it. You don't just crack the book open off the first three pages and say, I got it. I get the plot.
I got it.
No, you don't. You don't understand the plot.
You got to process it. You got to sit with it. And it's, for me, man, like, okay, the reason why I get a little emotional, too, when you release the album is because we work on so many different aspects, like the music, the brand, what I'm saying, the shows. And so I never really had, a time to collectively really sit with it and like process it, and so like when I did was when it released and you were like, okay, got the link, what I'm saying? And then I'm driving to work and I'm like I'm leaving the studio right now. I'm leaving, straight to work, whole way through. It's like what it does, it refreshes my mind. It allows my mind to think, what I'm saying, and really hear your story. Like, and it's not just your story. It's because it is your story centered around, your experiences and, those takes. But it's more so like I can ingest this for my own self. Yeah,
because it's the story. The story is joy, sacrifice, pain, hustle.
Exactly.
That's the story. Right? It's my personal story, but the story is about anybody going through joy, sacrifice, pain, and hustle. That's the story, bro. That's the story. That's where the connectivity is. Because we all got shit we going through.
Facts.
No matter how much we try to party it away, drink it away, scroll it away, smoke it away.
Facts.
Everything, we still got stuff we going through every day, right? And I made this album, like I've been saying, my whole little spiel as we've been going to podcasts and doing interviews and stuff is like, I made this album for you. For you.
Yep.
The person that, you know what I'm saying, you don't go to the club and stand on couches. This album is for you, brother. Sister, this album is for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's fun to listen to the music, but, bro, when you going through it, what you gonna listen to? I'm just being real, bro. I'm not trying to, because everybody be like, oh, he always so serious. If you know me, you know I am a clown 24/7, bro, if you know me. But the point is, all right, y'all don't need no more clown music. Y'all got
Not
that.
Not at all.
That's not the life I live. Like, I have fun. And shout out to King Donnie, because he really challenged me making this album. Was like, show all sides of you. He was like, your name is Joseph. Joy, sacrifice, pain, hustle. Show all of them. You're really comfortable with showing the hustle, sacrifice, and pain side. Show a little bit more of the joy. Like, give us something that's like, you know, some different stuff. And even on Dream City, there's more of that on Dream City.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Bro said, yeah, you're right. My bad.
You know what I'm saying?
We'll talk about that in a couple months.
Come on.
But you know, it's yeah, bro. I just make music for. I was watching the Sly Stone documentary, Everyday People. Yeah. What he saying? And everyday people. That's why I make this. Like, this is who that's for, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
Dude, talk about, like, it's storytelling, man. Like, when I go through your transitions, that was actually my biggest take. When I was listening through it, I was just amazed on, it literally felt like I was on a boat ride, but no waves, but it was just carrying me on. Like, that's how I felt.
That's fine. That's
being realistic, like, that's how, I'm just trying to give you, like, the imagery of what I felt, because, like I said, I would listen to it like when we in production mode, so it was choppy, you know, doing live. It's not the same. And so even though many times, you know what I'm saying, like, I probably listened to it once through, but it's like we be changing stuff. And so when it was released, I ingested it. And the transitions, bro, the transitions were amazing, bro. And like, take me through your mindset in the development of this album and the transitions with the tape decks and like, and the voice changing, and because that was a whole transition into another section of the joy, sacrifice, pain, and hustle.
Yeah,
you know, that was extreme. Like, that was genius, bro.
Yeah, so it's just helping people navigate where we going.
Yeah,
you know, a lot of times in my projects, I like to be like, it'll just be a change up somewhere. Like, I just believe in, you know, a roller coaster. It's like a movie, right?
Yeah.
Like, you know, and you're a filmmaker. Like, you went to film school, so you know, like, you can't keep it the same way the whole time. You lose people. And so those moments were just to navigate people and, hey, this is where we're going now. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we're going to this section of the album. But also defining, like, what these things are. What is joy, in my own words? What is sacrifice? What is pain? You know what I'm saying? When pain arrives, you're left with two options.
Oof.
Bite down or fold. And the latter ain't in our code. That's real, bro. Like,
boy.
you know what I'm saying? Or like hustle. Like,
man,
you ain't got no heart, you ain't got no hustle. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, I wanted to define these words that we live by in my own way. You know what I'm saying? It was real to me. So, yeah.
So, of course, you know, you're married and, you know, you have tracks like Imperfect Love, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, things of that nature. So, why was the choice to put your wife on the tracks and, you know, catch your name and say your name on the music?
Oh, yeah, on the intro. And,
on the intros and things.
So what my wife represents, and her voice is, it's like calling me back to focus. It's a grounding type of voice, right? Yeah. At the beginning, you hear all the noise, the horns honking. You just hear people's voices. You hear all the noise. And then you hear my wife's voice, like, quietly, and it gets louder and louder. And that's her, like, getting me to focus on what's important. She's saying God will increase, which is what that's what Joseph means. You know, that like the Hebrew name Joseph means God will increase.
Yeah.
And you know, her voice has always been that, and she's always been that for me. She grounds me. Like, she keeps me focused on the main thing. And the main thing, hard to believe, is not making it in music or music in general. Yeah. That's not the main thing. The main thing is living a life that's pleasing to God.
Amen.
And she's always, from day one, bro, I remember I did this show, it was like 2010, 11, when I first started as an artist. And I'm up there, I thought I killed it. I'm feeling myself, and she was like, that was cool, but who were you up there for you or for God?
Oof.
And I'm like, oh, that hurt. Gut punch, bro. But she's always been that for me.
Amen.
Like, and that's why when the Bible says a man who finds a wife finds a good thing and favor with the Lord. That's the favor of, like, she keeping me in line with my purpose on why you're doing this. You ain't doing this for the applause of man. You're not doing this for the accolades. You're not doing this for none of that. Why are you doing this? Like, let's keep that focus. Joseph. You know what I'm saying? And a blessing that's come with this album, because of all the things that we've been through, in the past, it's been really hard for my wife to listen to my music because it's so personal, and she knows everything we've been through together and individually. But this album, she loves it, bro. She rides, like, she'll just put it on. I caught her one morning getting dressed. It's 6 a.m, and she's playing the album. I'm like, what? I'm like, woman, you don't never do that. But, you know, just to know that she's enjoying the music, and then my daughter is listening to it as well with her when they're in the car going to school. And so Jasmine is in there singing it. The intro, losing my patience, I can't. I'm tripping. And she walking around calling me Joseph now. Your child ain't supposed to know your first name yet. But because she be listening to the album, she be walking around, Joseph. Like, she be walking around doing that, bro. I'm like, girl, what's my name? My name is Daddy. Like, it's Dad. And it is not no Joseph. You don't get to know Joseph yet.
Oh, that's
but
hilarious.
It's funny, bro, because they both internalizing the music, man, and it's a real blessing.
Man, I'm about to say that has to be a blessing to finally get to a place where, you know, it's a sacrifice. We talk about sacrifices. It's a sacrifice to put your heartbeat in the music and your experiences. A lot of that comes with trauma responses and developments. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So when you put that in, that has been the arc of your music. But that was just telling where you were, just getting that out. But when you put that in the music, talk about the blessing of now, your family can adjust your music and can listen to it and put it on. Just that whole different, reception to that too as well on that end.
Yeah, it's just a blessing, man. I'm so grateful that they can enjoy it, and specifically that my wife can enjoy it. And a lot of songs were really hard to listen to. Smile Again was really hard for her to listen to. You know what I'm saying? It was really hard for her to listen to. Even that time on Stay Alive, like, she remembers vividly, when my friend, getting that call, and my friend dying, and like how I was triggered by that and what that did to me. And she remembers how hard that time was. It was really hard. And so just the fact that she can listen now and enjoy, it just shows how much we've grown and how good God has been and just healing us in certain places. So it's dope, man. It's a blessing, bro.
Man, lastly, man, just on this episode, man, finally talk through the cover, the album cover. What inspired the cover?
Yeah, I think it's the same. It's duality, right? It's duality. Even right here, you see the books. It's like Spike Lee film, it's Bob Marley music, it's Kobe basketball. Like, those have always been my three things, art, what I'm saying, and ball. But to me, they're all the same. And so the cover just speaks to that when you look and you see my jersey hanging up. Obviously, you see home team on there, so that's just some dope-ass branding. You know what I'm saying? But, the jersey is like, that just represents my past as a hooper, and then me looking dead in the camera is like, this is actually the first album cover that I've looked right into the camera. If you go back in my catalog, no album cover, you'll see me looking at the camera. Like on A Dream Deferred, I'm walking somewhere. I'm trying to get somewhere. On Wings, my back is to the camera and I'm looking into the sun. Like, Focus Your Aim, the picture is unfocused. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then on this one, because it's called Joseph and it's a presentation of me, of where I am for these past 5 years, I'm looking dead at the camera. So for the first time, I'm showing my face on my album cover. You know what I'm saying? And so, it's just a really raw picture, like in black and white, no cookie cutter stuff, just, straight up. Like, yeah, bro. So it's great, man. I love it.
So lastly, what's next that you can share?
Dream City.
Oh, okay, here we go.
We're coming with the bomb. Man, I'm so excited about this album, man. We had a funny instance where we met some people who were actually, shout out to Ayo Clark, and All Over podcasts and John, being on their platforms, but meeting them and finding out that they were a part of that era and being able to press play for some people who come from where we come from, who come from the south side of Arlington and who are a part of that moment, and just to get their responses, it's fire, bro. Like, I'm so excited for this album. Like, it's special, bro. And once again, another 5 years we've been working on it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm excited to put that out. I'm excited that I was able to release these stories on Joseph, on songs like Stay Alive, where I was able to pay homage to Sheldon and other people that I've lost. And yeah, man, it's good to get these things out, bro. And I'm excited for the new things, what's next.
Yeah.
But just to get these stories out to people, bro. So yeah, bro, it's great. It's great. Keep these podcasts rolling, you know what I'm saying? And just keep building, bro. Keep building.
That's good.
Yeah, man.
You got anything else?
Nah, that's it, man. I appreciate you, G, for being on this episode.
Man, it was a stretch, bro. It was a stretch to have you on right now.
I know it. You ain't want to do it, but we gotta keep it rolling. So,
of course.
And to y'all, the listeners, the watchers, the biters, the haters, the elevators.
Yeah.
Man, listen. Thank y'all for watching Joseph Live. We love you. Remember, story is the name. We'll see y'all next time.
Yeah, let's get to it. I say a prayer and I get to it. If it's a problem, we get to it. Never know how we get to it. I took an L, had to get to it. I overcame what I've been through. If it's a problem, we get to it. Never know how we get to it. Let's get to it.